Bad news, everyone. I broke my tripod. Or my tripod broke, more accurate. I didn't break it. It broke itself, definitely. Today's video is going to be filmed on this beautiful blue snowball microphone because my shotgun mic ran out of battery. If you guys have been following me for even like 2 weeks, you probably know that whenever I have an idea and I don't like it, I just scrap it. So if I'm like editing and I'm like, I don't like this, bye-bye video, it will never see the day of light. That's what happened this time. And here we are. I'm going to be remaking this 2018 recap video, even though it is now late. It was supposed to go up on the last day of 2018, so that's fine. I do want to recap my year because I think it'll be cool to look back on, and I also think it'll be fun to kind of share with you all who have been here since the beginning. But I also want to talk about why I think it's definitely possible to make it, whatever that means, on YouTube in 2019. So stay tuned. I don't think I've made it in any sense. I don't know what making it really means, but what I do know this year is that it's definitely possible to do things that you're passionate about as a career. If you had told me at the start of this year all the things that I did this year and the people who I met and all this crazy stuff, I would have told you you were crazy. I want to kind of give you some hope that's still definitely possible to be a YouTuber in 2019. So let's get started. I have a brief script here that I read last time for my last attempt, but I don't want to read it again because it sounded way too scripted. So I'm gonna look at it, but I'm not gonna read it. At the beginning of this year, I decided to switch from posting once a week to twice a week. And I kind of stayed to that promise. I mean, it wasn't perfect. This year, I'm definitely gonna be working on being more consistent with twice a week. At the start of this year, I was still in film school. I was taking classes I literally did not like one bit. I was struggling to pass all of them, especially econ, which was not my forte at all, but I still passed all my classes, and I finished my freshman year and then left because I decided that film school was just not for me. At that time, I was really lost, you know? There's a combination of things like that aren't necessarily just creative based, but I had this sense of determination that led me to be consistent with posting twice a week. And it was at the beginning of this year, around the same time, that my YouTube really started to grow for the first time ever. I started with I think I almost was at 300 subscribers. And then by February, I had passed my goal for the year of 1,000 subscribers. So along with that, I met my first ever YouTube friends in real life. I met a ton of awesome creators at my previous college at UC Davis, and joined the creator crew, or what we were called the involvement vloggers then. And it was the first time I ever had friends who were also YouTubers and understood why I loved it so much and would also vlog in public. Well, I didn't vlog in public. They gave me the confidence to vlog in public. It was like seeing other people do the same thing as me and being friends with them and being able to talk about YouTube and stuff was so awesome. And literally, it was life-changing. So, shout out to the creator crew. You guys, awesome. Alex, Abrion, all of you guys. So much fun. After college was over, I went to VidCon. It was a pretty last-minute decision. I stayed on my friend Abrion's couch for a couple of days to stay in California before going down to LA, and it was so fun. I met so many awesome people there and just learned so much. I mean, some that stood out was meeting Jack Conte, who is definitely one of my biggest inspirations. And I remember, I've told this story on my podcast, I think, but when I ran into him for the first time and summoning up that courage to go say hi, and then literally just talking to him, literally saying hi and being like, I'm so excited about what you're doing with Patreon and 368. And his eyes just lit up. I'll never forget that. That was so cool. So yeah, VidCon was awesome. I met so many cool creators like Gina, who is a part of the No Small Creator family, and the Method Box guys, so Nathan and Jonathan, who I met at the Jack Conte talk actually. Meeting Roberto Blake at one of his talks at VidCon was really cool, and we've stayed in touch since then and formed the awesome squad here in Atlanta. Meeting Romina through him has also been awesome. They've taught me so much just by letting me sit in on conversations they've had, and it's really been so insightful, and there's no way I would learn all these things they've talked about from their personal experiences in any sort of classroom, so I'm very grateful for that. Thank you guys, and to hang out with them and just create awesome things. Do you see a reoccurring pattern here? And then after VidCon was over, I decided that I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do career-wise a little bit more. So I moved to China to intern as an editor in an advertising agency for 2 months, and I figured out that this ain't it. Basically, this is not what I want to do. And it was sort of scary to come to that realization that being a creator is at least something I want to incorporate into my career in the future. And that's kind of scary to say when you're at 5,000 subscribers. And also just living in China for 2 months, I'm learning Chinese, so it was really awesome to practice that. I got the approval of an old Chinese man that my Chinese was good when I was asking for directions, so I'm basically fluent now. Not really. And I met some awesome people while I was there, which is always really fun. And then I went to Vid Summit, which I've talked about a little bit already. Again, I just learned so much there. I met even more awesome creator friends like Josie and Elliot, who we formed the Frogger Squad. We had so much fun just fooling around, and I learned a lot at that conference as well. Met so many more awesome people that I can't show all in this one video, but you know who you are. Met Cody in person after all that crazy stuff had been happening with the Peter McKinnon videos. Met Peter McKinnon, which was really cool. Very full circle moment. I launched Create Her, which I'm super excited about. I collabed with Sarah Dici. So many things. And then back to Atlanta, where I've been, which is my hometown, and I've been there for the past couple months, which it feels a lot less than that. I also had to make the decision of, do I want to go back to school, and what do I want to study, and all those things. At the beginning of the year, I didn't even think it was going to be a decision, but after figuring out that, being a creator is a part of something I want to incorporate into my career in the future, if I'm going to do something creative, video, whatever, I want to hopefully be working for myself and build my own personal brand. So is it necessary to get a college degree? Not really, and it was tough to be like, okay, so do I want to go back to school or not? And I finally came to the decision of, yes, I'm going to go back to school. I'm willing to give college another chance, and I'm lucky to be able to do so. So I'm going to take this opportunity and make the best of it. And so I'm moving to Chicago in a couple weeks now, which is crazy, and it's gonna be really cold and I might die. But other than that, really excited. I'm excited for this next chapter. And yeah, I've been kind of just spending the holidays with my family and seeing my hometown friends. I don't want to really talk about numbers because it's not all about numbers, but I do think it's interesting to chart progress, right? So I started off the year with 300 subscribers, and now I'm at around 14K, which is literally double my second goal for 2018 after I switched in February, because I was I literally passed this in 2 months. If you're watching this and you're like, is it possible? Is it too late to start making videos? Is it too late to make it on YouTube in 2019? I don't even know what make it means to you. I think make it can mean different things for different people. I'm not making YouTube videos just to make money, because to me that wouldn't make it any different from any other job. I think there are a lot of people on YouTube who are trying to make it, but I don't think that necessarily makes it oversaturated, because it's easy to just copy other people, and I think everyone has their own personal style, their own unique approach they could bring to this platform. If you have something that you want to share, or you have a message you want to talk about, do it, because there's no one else like you out there. Literally, it sounds so cheesy, but it's so true. I don't know what to tell you. It's literally so true. So don't be afraid to get started, because if you keep saying oh, I'll do it next week or next month or next year, you'll never start. So just get started, make something, and make sure you're doing it because you love it. So yeah, that's where I want to leave you. I hope you had an amazing new year. I'm sorry this is kind of late, but I'm very, very excited to share future content with you in 2019. That's crazy. Yeah, I will see you soon with another new video. Bye!